Have you ever found yourself in a situation where everything inside you said he loves you, but at the same time, it felt like he was just a step away from disappearing? Today, the angels want to talk to you about this kind of love. A love that is already present, that beats strong, but is still trapped inside a heart that is afraid. And yes, he already knows what he feels. He has understood, even if he doesn't say it, that you are different from everyone else who has come into his life. What you have awakened in him goes beyond attraction. It goes beyond affection. You have ignited something sacred, something he thought he would never experience. But then, why is he hesitating? That's what the angels want to discuss with you now. Because maybe you think the problem lies with you. Perhaps you're wondering if you did something wrong, if you're expecting too much, or if you're giving your all for someone who doesn't feel the same. But the truth is different. And you need to hear this. This man has already connected with your soul. He feels it clearly. He dreams of you. He smiles when he remembers the conversations, the laughter, the silences that only you understand. Deep down, he's already surrendered. It's just that something is still holding him back from fully moving toward you with the strength of what he feels, the fear of losing you. Yes, as strange as it may sound, that is the fear that paralyzes him. Because for him the feeling that has blossomed is already so intense, that losing you would be a kind of pain he doesn't know if he could bear. And for a heart bruised by the past, the possibility of suffering again is the greatest of ghosts. The angels reveal that this man has already faced rejection, had his feelings dismissed, and has been betrayed by false promises. He has learned not to trust. He has learned to protect himself, to close his heart before it can be broken. And then you appeared. You with your light yet profound demeanor. With that gaze that sees beyond words. With that silent strength that embraces and transforms. You entered his life like a breeze that turns into a hurricane, and he simply doesn't know how to handle it. It's as if he's facing a treasure, but isn't sure if he's worthy of receiving it. And this is where the story takes another turn. Because the angels reveal that now, this man is at a pivotal moment. He is torn between two impulses, to flee to protect himself, or to yield completely to the love he feels for you. And this is why you can sense this oscillation. One moment he approaches, seeks you out, looks at you with that sparkle in his eyes that says everything without a single word. And then out of nowhere he pulls away, becomes silent, seems distant. But it's not disinterest. It's not coldness. It's fear. A fear so real that it sometimes paralyzes. Now, take a deep breath. Because here comes the most important part of today's message. The angels want you to know, you don't need to chase after him. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to beg for presence or attention. What is true is already yours. What you awakened in him was too real to disappear. And even if he tries to hide or deny it, the universe has already planted this love in his heart. And what is planted with truth will blossom sooner or later. But the angels also ask, take care of your heart. Don't pause your life waiting for him to resolve his own fears. Keep being the light. Keep shining. Keep living with intensity and dedication for yourself. Because it is in this movement of self-love that you activate the most irresistible power there is, the ability to attract what is aligned with what your soul deserves. And believe, he will feel it. He will feel your absence as a void that tightens his chest. He will realize that he can no longer postpone what he feels. He will understand that time is passing, and that you are one of a kind. And in that moment, the angels will be whispering in his ear, don't be afraid of losing what destiny has given you as a gift. And that's where everything starts to change. But before we continue, I need to ask you something. If this message has touched you in any way, write in the comments, I receive this love with courage. This is not just a symbolic gesture. It's a signal to the universe that you are ready. Ready to love genuinely. Ready to be loved deeply. Ready for what the angels are preparing. You are not here by chance. You did not read this message by chance. This connection is divine. And what's coming will surprise you. Now, Close your eyes for a moment. Remember the last time you felt completely safe next to someone. That feeling of belonging, of comfortable silence, of a gaze that embraces. That's what he feels for you, but he may have never felt it for anyone before. And when a man feels something he's never felt, he enters a conflict. Because the new, as beautiful as it is, can also be frightening. He wonders if he is ready, if it's mutual, if it will work out, if it will hurt, if it's worth it. And as he wrestles with these doubts, you, with your sweetness, your steady presence, and your light, remain there, not forcing, not demanding, just being. And that's what touches him the most. The angels say that his biggest fear today is not loving you. It's losing you. Losing the chance to experience something real. To feel peace in his heart. To build something he thought he no longer deserved. He watches you when he thinks no one is looking. He pays attention to everything you say, even if he pretends to be distracted. He misses you when you're not around. And he feels jealous of those who can reach your soul as easily as he wishes he could. But his pride still tries to tell him that it's better to keep his distance. That it's safer not to show it. That it's too risky to fully commit. That's why the angels ask for patience. This man is emotionally maturing, even if it's in silence. He is revisiting old pains, confronting traumas he had kept hidden, recognizing that he needs to heal in order to love you the way you deserve. And you, dear soul, are not alone in this process. The angels are by your side, protecting your heart, aligning the timing, whispering courage in his ears when fear speaks the loudest. But it's also important for you to protect yourself. To know when to retreat. To wait, yes, but not in suffering. Wait in love, in fullness, in faith. Knowing that if it's meant to be, the universe will make it happen. And if it's not, something even greater is on its way. What you should never forget is, true love begins within you. And the more you value yourself, the more irresistible you become to the one destined to walk alongside you. And now, a special question from the angels for you. Are you ready to be loved the way you deserve? Because what's coming is nothing less than significant. This man is about to make a decision. A decision that could change everything. He will step off the fence. He will face his own heart. And when that happens, it will be impossible to hide what he feels. He will come to you with words that have been held back for too long. With gestures you've always dreamed of receiving. With an open soul, and finally ready. But until then, you need to stay strong. Connected to your light. Aligned with what you wish to attract. And if this message resonates with your truth, write in the comments, I deserve reciprocal and fearless love. This is your sign. A code of activation. A way to tell the universe, I'm ready. Ready to be chosen. Ready to be loved genuinely. Ready to live the love that is rightfully mine. And one more thing very important. If this message resonated with you on a deep level, then the angels are calling you to something greater. To be part of a space where you receive more messages like this one. Where every word feels written for your heart. Where you feel like you belong. Sign up right now. Yes, right now. Because it's not just a click. It's a choice. A declaration to the universe. I choose to nurture myself with messages that uplift, heal, and guide. The link is here, and the right moment is now. The angels want to meet you there. You may be wondering, why does all this feel so intense, so spiritual, so different from anything you've experienced before? The answer is clear to the angels. Because it is different. Because this love is spiritual. Because you didn't just meet in this life. You chose each other long before you were here. There is a story between you written in the stars. A reunion of souls that, for a long time, have waited for this moment. And when this kind of connection happens, nothing feels normal. Because it isn't. The angels show that your presence activates something very deep within him. Something that has been dormant. A longing for truth. For connection. For real intimacy. You are the person who arrived and without asking for permission, began to dismantle the walls he took years to build. That's why he feels fear. Because being with you means taking off the armor. It means being seen. It means being vulnerable in a way he has never allowed before. But it also means healing. Yes, you are healing this man. Not with pretty words, not with promises, but with your essence. With your steady and gentle gaze. With your patience. With the way you embrace even his silences. And you know what else the angels reveal? That he feels all of this. Even if he doesn't say it. Even if he denies it. Even if he pulls away for days. He knows. He feels. He thinks. And there are nights when he loses sleep wondering, what if she gives up on me? Because he has already understood that you are irreplaceable. And that if he loses you, he will spend a lifetime searching in others for what he only found in you. That's why the angels are working hard right now. Sending him signs. Bringing back memories. Creating unexpected encounters, intense dreams, synchronicities. Also, he understands that time is passing, and that he needs to make a decision. And in the meantime, they ask you, keep your heart vibrating high. Keep being you. Keep walking with confidence. Because a woman who knows her worth doesn't beg, doesn't chase, she attracts. And that's exactly what you're doing now, attracting. Love, truth, reciprocity. The man who has already realized he loves you also understands that if he doesn't act soon, he could lose you. And that's what will move him. Not out of desperation, but out of love. And when he comes, you will know. Because eyes don't lie. Because the soul recognizes. Because finally, everything will make sense. Now, take a deep breath and say out loud, I am light. I am love. I am the destiny of a heart that is ready to receive me. Because that is what you are. And that is what is about to happen. And if for a moment you could see what the angels are seeing right now, you would realize that there is a thread of light connecting you two. An invisible thread to the eyes, but incredibly strong to the feelings. A bond that has been stitched together with encounters, silences, longings, and choices, even those that were not spoken aloud. This man thinks about you with a frequency he himself doesn't understand. He tries to distract himself, keep busy, dive into work, into routine, into the world's distractions. But time and again there you are, in his thoughts, in the middle of a song, in the scent of a place, in the way someone passes by him and smiles. You have become a constant memory, a silent desire, a living longing. And what's most curious? Sometimes, he doesn't understand why. After all, you may not have experienced something that significant, at least not in the material world. But in the spiritual realm, the connection is already immense. The angels say that what exists between you transcends time and space. You didn't just stumble into his life for no reason. You were an answer. You were an invitation to transformation. You were healing even before you were love. And now, he stands on the brink of a choice. Because he can no longer pretend he doesn't feel. He can't keep telling himself it's just admiration, or that it will pass. He has already tried to move on, to forget you, to convince himself that it was all just imagination. But he has failed. And why? Because true love won't be ignored. It knocks on the heart until it's heard. It appears again in dreams, in signs, in intuitions. It asserts itself with the lightness of a whisper, and the weight of certainty. You are that certainty for him, even if he is still resisting. And while he decides whether he has the courage to follow his heart, the angels are preparing you for the reunion, for the conversation that will change everything, for the moment when he will finally say, without masks, without filters, that he loves you. And you will feel that it was worth the wait. That every silence, every doubt, every hidden tear was part of a process of refining the love. But until then, the angels ask for something essential. Take care of your energy. Because what you vibrate, you attract. If you are vibrating neediness, you will attract indecision. But if you are vibrating fullness, confidence, and self-love, you will attract a pure, mature, sincere manifestation. So look within. See how much you have grown. See how much you deserve. See how ready you are to live a love that isn't half, that isn't doubt, that isn't an endless wait. You are ready to experience a love that chooses you without fear, that sees you, that feels you, that values you. And yes, that love is coming closer. The angels are whispering to you right now. He already knows he loves you, but he's afraid of losing you, precisely because he loves you so much. And in that fear, he will find courage. And in that courage, he will find you. If you've made it this far and felt all of this in your heart, right, I receive this love in peace and awareness. This is more than a phrase. It's a pact with the universe. It's a promise to your future. It's the open door to what is coming. And remember, when you join our community, you're not just accessing messages. You're saying, I choose to listen to my soul. So if you haven't signed up yet, do it now. This is your moment. Now, dear soul, the angels want to take you a little deeper. Because this love that is being born, or perhaps reborn, is more than a meeting between two people. It's a spiritual mission. A mission of healing, growth, liberation, and transformation. And that's why it can be so frightening. This man who has already understood that he loves you, has also begun to realize that to be with you, he will need to let go of old versions of himself. Versions that he has nurtured out of fear, out of survival, out of defense. You stir his soul. You demand, without demanding, that he be true, that he open up, that he surrender. Because with you, there's no way to live half measures. And he feels that. That's why the angels reveal, this relationship has a greater role than you imagine. You both are here to learn about real love, about presence, about vulnerability, about building something that isn't based on looks, possession, or control, but on respect, trust, and surrender. And this, for him, is new. He has always thought he needed to keep control. That showing feelings was a sign of weakness. That falling in love was risking himself. But with you, he's realizing that to love is to be strong in a different way. It's being strong enough to let his guard down. To be brave enough to show yourself. To be free to choose to stay, every single day. And even though he is still in that process of deconstruction, the angels say, he is moving in your direction. Every thought he has about you is a step. Every memory, every dream, every urge to reach out to you, even if not acted upon, is a sign that love is overcoming fear. But be careful, this doesn't mean you need to wait passively. On the contrary, it's now that you need to walk towards yourself the most. To develop, to nourish, to love yourself. Because that's how you elevate your frequency and help this man, without saying a word, to find himself. Remember, you are not here to save anyone. You are here to inspire, to shine, to love, and above all to be loved in return. With truth, with presence, with depth. So, trust. What is coming for you is magnificent. Not because it will be perfect, but because it will be real. And the truth always brings peace. And if all of this resonated with you, then maybe it's time to take the next step. Sign up now. Be part of a space where you are welcomed, where your pain makes sense, where your questions find answers, and where every message feels like it was written just for you. This is your space. This is your time. And the angels are smiling because they know you've made it this far.